Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 21, Week 1. It's the last match for today. Last time, Reverse the Flow team had some execution issues that really dragged their game down. Let's see what happens this time. No bad. So again this time.
10 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
No brew either.
Dire team ban.
Reverse the Flow bans the Oracle, which makes sense.
Radiant team
Bans the techies, which makes sense. He's gonna let the punch through, isn't he?
remaining.
He's so gonna let the punch through. Or he's gonna let the jug through. Also a possibility, I guess.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
Jug and Pudge. Good. Okay, he did his homework since last
10
game.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
No. Here comes the first pick in Jug, right?
Juggernaut.
Yep.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team.
Sky Wrath Mage.
Scareth coming up on the other
10
side.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
When you want my advice, you're in a situation that looks like this. This is when you pull out the
10
Doom.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Just get that Doom, throw it at Inno as much as you can.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Interesting to see Cryptic banning out the LC this time. Which is a pretty good jug counter pick as well. Gets him on the ground and forces him into the open. And out the Life Stealer? What? What? Oh no, reverse the flow. Oh no, you gotta look at what they picked. When you ban people, it's not gonna be a support jug, I can promise you that. Oh no, baby. That ain't good.
Radiant team.
Wind Ranger at your service.
Winner's not bad.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team.
Dusk.
Cryptic Tusk. Hopefully they lane together. Double melee into Windrunner, you know.
10 seconds.
Presumably
remaining.
Windrunner anyway. I assume it's going to be Windrunner 4
seconds
Scareth
remaining.
5. Could hypothetically be a core Windrunner. You know what, actually? I kind of like core Windrunner this game. Everything except the shards is cool, and you can force staff over shards. That makes it a little scarier, though.
10 seconds remaining.
Axe.
Not bad. Something of a combo as well with the Axe
10
Call
seconds
into the
remaining.
Skyrath ult.
5 seconds remaining.
I need to find the jug. Okay, that's a good pick here too. Once again, the proactive draft
10
on the
seconds
reverse the
remaining.
flow team and the reactive draft. I think the draft is very good. The OD is going to be kind of a pain in their asshole, but you know.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
Guy plays a
remaining.
lot less OD, so you've knocked out a lot of his advantages just by banning him out properly. Even if this is a very good OD
Dire team
game. Would have been probably good to get rid of that instead of the Lifestealer that you knew wasn't going to be picked.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Thinking hard, thinking hard.
Radiant team ban.
No Meepo.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
No Eva.
Dire team ban.
No Razor. Meepo's another kind of nonsense band. There is no way they're picking a Pause 3 Meepo. Not in this life. Unless they think it's Pause 3 VS, in which case they're not picking a Pause 4 Meepo. Not in this life.
5 seconds remaining.
Pause 5 for that matter. Sooner would a camel pass through the eye of a needle than Cryptic is playing Meepo in an LD2L game.
Dire team pick.
Beastmaster.
Okay, are you playing Pause 4 Meepo?
You may now select your heroes.
I like the gyro pick here. Because the gyro pick, you've done it before. Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. The gyro pick, it's like the jug pick on paper is mostly addressed. Between the Axe, the Windrunner, Skywrath Mage, you got a lot of tools for it. So nominally, you know, you can't just pick another awesome thing at a jug, or else, you know, the OD and the Beastmaster are just gonna kill you. Nominally, I like it. But again, I gotta wonder if they're gonna bring it together. I like the draft more. In fairness, I like the Cryptic team draft more than I like their Game 1 draft.
Prepare for battle.
It's gonna be a matter of execution, though. A little worried about that. Plus, it doesn't help that Axe has been, you know, punched in the gut repeatedly for the last year and a half or so. It's a big part of this puzzle, and he's kind of, you know, somebody who got nerfed a whole lot. And he ain't gonna be first blood again, is he? No, Cryptic's gonna be the first blood, actually. Sure, and Void Spirit cut in there to make sure Copless doesn't go down in infamy again. And that's your, runes. Void Spirit ran down there, I think he would have gotten that one, but I understand why he wouldn't, assume that one was going to be okay. Copless getting run at by Jug, spinning to winning. So immediately just turns around and drops a battle hunger on him. Running for him's a little nutty. You're still very low, and if Narratophobia, you know, you don't really know where Narratophobia is there if you're Copless. So, you know, one funny little VSQ from out of the jungle means you're dead. That was fine this time. Narratophobia, you are in chat. Please tell us what the definition of narratophobia is. Because I don't actually know off the top of my head. I mean, it might not even be a real word. Fear of not picking Meepo support. I don't think that's what it is. Fear of fairies. Okay. Makes sense. I think you had the Dark Willow avatar on the website as well, so. Axe is just gonna get stunned and walked on. Axe cuts no more. Inno does not actually get the kill here. It is a sad thing about the Axe and Jug matchup that, like actually a lot of his good matchups, it's not gonna lane too well. Things will start getting better once he gets his boots, but he's gonna have to be very careful about preserving his HP and just not taking bad fights until then. But you know, You have that name, you've got that Dark Willow avatar on the site, but Cryptic hasn't picked it for you either game, even though it was free both of them. So, ooh. Explain that one, Cryptic.
Dire's courier.
A lot of damage on the Dire safe lane here. They have switched sides since last time. Very nice. But unfortunately, as a mere distraction from the fact that your name is Fear of Fairies and Cryptic refuses to either pick fairies or ban fairies, I assume you're the personification of narratophobia. And thus you, like, give it to other people. Sure, pretty low, but once again, Axe has to be pretty careful here, especially considering VS just got the Lotus here. Yeah, just gave it right to Enno, so he's gonna have to be careful here. Can very easily get run over, and he's actually put off boots to get a chainmail, which is not gonna work for him. This Jug guy, he does magic damage right now. He does not really do fist damage. So getting the armor perks off the phase boots means that you're going to save like 30 damage when he right clicks you, and you're going to save no damage when he just phase boots at you. Just spends. Need the boots. Need the boots. That's the important thing to deal with right now. Honestly, you're gonna have to sell it later, but you know, boots plus, what is that damn item called? Forget where it is. Here's the easy way to find it. Forget what it is, and I forget what it's called. Windlace. Boots and windlace. Might not be terrible. You'd have to sell later, but it's not that expensive. It's not that big of a deal. It's not going to hurt your offensive capabilities that much because it not only allows you to outrun the Jug spin to win, but it also allows you to sort of turn around, put positioning pressure on him, get close with the spin. Allows you to quickly capitalize on any cool shackles or power shots that Windrunner makes. VS going to get shackled up here. Not going to take that much for it. Last hits, all Radiant right now. Notably, Nurch is pretty far behind at the moment. Has a kill, so that's good. Actually, had first blood, I believe, but...
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh no. Versaflow griefed the gyrocopter. Well, is at bot right now. They're looking to drop a whole lot on the Jug here, and they're going to get him. Clear up the whole world on Jug's head. They do get the job done. Cryptic immediately TPs to the lane, and everyone just kind of freezes like a deer in headlights. Everyone has already split by the time he shows up, even though he saw the TP, which is very strange. It seemed like Copeless wanted to keep that going, and nobody else did, which, again, communication issues. Again, maybe that's going to go away when they get their regular player in. Again, nothing on Moon River, but Moon River is not the regular player on this team. Moon River is a badge down from the person they were standing in for, so it's not an equivalent substitute per se. You know, even if Moon River was the same MMR level as the guy who's replacing, you know, still the guy that they know that they're playing with, you know. Cryptic and Tall Balls, Tusk and Windrunner fighting over the Wisdom Rune. Tall Balls doesn't want to let it go, but may not have much of a choice. Axe decides to come up here, but comes up here very late. Also, level 4 to level 6 on the support.
Dire's
Not that happy to see that, frankly. Oh, man. And with the shards, Cryptic is gone. Just look at the hero levels. Yeah, this is much worse than this time the first game. At the very least, Inno isn't 6 yet. Also, he's really tiny on his select portrait. But yeah, Axe being so low leveled here. It's really not good. Windrunner is very low as well. Windrunner is literally half of Tusk's level. Pretty good power shot, but pretty bad ult. Morgan free farm. Oh my god, just 100 to 0'd him with the double damage rune. Very big kill. Couple of TPs in. A little late. He's not able to get what I assume he was looking for, which is probably Call Under Tower, which at this point in the game is a lot of damage. This guy does not really have that much armor. Or any HP items at all. Ooh.
Radiant are scanning.
Max's mustache getting chopped off over here, down to 250 HP just from a couple of throwing axes. Just feels horrible having Axe be this far behind. He's a big part. Don't give somebody 2 sheer tangos. He's a big part of this team's strategy in containing the Jug. He's a big MMR player on their team, on one of his more ideal heroes, but things have just gone so wrong for him at this point. It's going to be kind of hard to see him having that big of an impact on the game.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
2k down from the guy he landed against at 9 minutes. Ugh. Oh, it ain't a good one. It ain't a good place to be. And it's not on him necessarily. There are things he could have done to make it better, but First the flow is gonna get caught and annihilated. Wait, what? People take this facet? I think it's the first time I've seen that one. Nice.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
There you go. There is a certain point where it's like, even when you think that, why give him the more ideal
Radiant's
game?
middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is fallen.
Why give him the hero he plays a million times and is comfortable on, rather than, you know, a nominally equal hero? You know, just counter whatever else is coming out. There you go. Counter the Life Stealer from the last game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Once again, Moon River is getting screamed at. This time, yeah, it's not going to work out like the last time. They're going to have to be happy with this ball balls. It's funny, last game it was like 12-1, but the net worth refused to budge over like 1k. And this time, it's 9-3 with 6k net worth lead. This looks like a much more equal game, but this is actually a complete gong show. Jug, 440 gold from Battle Fury. Shocked he didn't go for that. Okay, well, not shocked anymore. Couples just walked right back into and died. And then he got tipped and like, yeah. I don't know what he was expecting. Maybe it's on cooldown, is like Couples is saying. Busy watching the Rangers or something.
Dire's
And yeah, that's Battle Fury. Meanwhile, Reverse the Flow getting killed and spawned. Though, I mean, OD is kind of pretty far here. Yeah, that was a bad trade. Never mind. Gyrocopter just died of the DOT from Witchblade. That's very sad. 2 for 1 might actually still... Yeah, that's... No, it is still net worth for the Radianeer. I don't know why there's assist hold on that kill. Hello, Axe! Goodbye, Axe! This is awkward. There we go. Hello, Axe! Goodbye, Axe. Axe about to be passed by the VS. Might take out the Beastmaster here. He's pretty low. Moonriver jukes the wrong way and dies immediately. Never mind. Oh, the power shot was on cooldown. That's kind of sad. Get some hero levels. Oh man. Oh man. Skyrath is level 4. He's not even like getting owned. He's just nowhere near XP. You gotta soak more than this. Skyrath is like almost not even here. At this juncture. Yeah, this, I didn't hit this button for the record. It just looks like this. Net worth chart, yeah. Gloomy signs for the Reverse the Flow lineup. Beastmaster picks up the axe. I remember a few patches ago when everyone thought this was the coolest thing in the whole world. Oh my god, I just realized this guy is no Beastmaster at all. This guy is just simply Master. No Beast. This guy hates animals, dude. This guy is PETA's worst nightmare. Well, PETA also is PETA's worst nightmare if you go by, you know, killing animals or whatever, but, you know.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
What are you looking at Roche? Dreaming of doing that in probably like 5 minutes. Duskags is nearly already out, which means that the Pause 5 and the Pause 3 with basically similar inventories got Blink at about the same time. Sorry, the Pause 4 and the Pause 3 with similar inventories got the Blink at about the same time. That's usually considered a bad sign. Gyro, nearly dead. No, he's not. He's got one part of bags. Oh my god, I really underestimated just how much money this Gyro doesn't have. He's got really nothing. Nobody on the Dire has anything. Like, these guys all have kind of 8-minute inventories at 16 minutes. OD walks into a lot more pain than he realizes, though. Gonna get chopped in half. That's a pretty big deal at this point. Just got him for free. Everybody with Skyrath got XP for that as well. Sad for Skyrath, but pretty important deal. The XP deficit. See exactly how many levels. 12. 12 levels was like the XP deficit at the end of last game. Successfully found Inno here. They got him. The Skyrath ult was a bit late, but they do have him. That is what you really want to do here. They did find Tall Balls separate from the team, though. Which is kind of sad, but it's okay. Good attempt to Illusionary and dodge there, but no such luck. This is crazy talk from the Axe. Got way too ahead of himself after a couple of cool kills, and now he's just gonna hit the ground again.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Tall Balls is even gonna lose a curry with a cloak on it. Don't know that, Glimmer. Okay. Unfortunate situation there, just... You know, the Jug is not the world this game. This is a very scary Beastmaster too. Everybody on the Radiant is a major threat, so you can definitely not say, oh, we killed Jug, time for a fight. No, we killed Jug, time for more picks, is really what you do. And the Skywrath Mage is just gone. Poor guy. Let's look at the hero levels again.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. He's all 6 and the Radiant supports are level 10. And so is Tall Balls, but...
We rely not upon fortune.
Dire's middle tower.
Get on the Beastmaster here. Good swap by the BS. This would have been the craziest call in the world for Axe. We never would have gotten it. They would have bunched up like that if it wasn't on cooldown. Much ado about nothing. All they get is a kill on Moon River. Kill on Tusk is pretty decent at this point, though.
Has been killed.
Certainly not bad.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And, you know, holds the creeps.
You're doing very well. I'm very proud of you.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Apologize, by the way, for any ads getting in the way of things, but I need ads to eat food and, like, live and stuff, so if you want to never see ads again, drop a sub and everything is good in the world. I do not run ads for subs. I could, but I don't. So if you appreciate the show, you want to see me continue to do this without keeling over and dying,
Radiant are scanning.
drop a sub. It's really cool. And if you at least can sit through the ads, I at least appreciate that.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Things slowing down hard here. Normally to the Dire's benefit. Net worth gap 10k here at 20 minutes.
Bounty.
Void Spirit queuing up an Ags, which is a major game changer if it's viable to even get that. It's going to probably have about the same Ags timing as Tusk, which is funny. BKB on the Axe. Oh. Bit of a hard sell. It's not going to help you live the Jug. It's not going to help you avoid getting screamed at. It's not going to help with the saves. Keep you alive a little longer, but... I think at this point, on Axe, you're just so far in a hole that you can't look to live longer. You just got to make the most of the time you have. Because BKB is only going to extend it by a couple of seconds. Without a more substantial item, you're not going to kill anybody in that time. Not going to help you farm it or anything either. Goodbye, VS.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Kind of a big issue here. They're just so easily able to get VS so often. I guess in fairness, the BKB would have helped in that case.
Under attack.
Man. At least Gyro got the OD before he went down. It feels like the OD is just like the only achievement they can ever get is getting rid of the OD.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, we get rid of him pretty consistently. He actually has pretty similar net worth to the Radiant, or to the Dire guys at this point, but
Dire's middle tower
it's just a
has
consolation prize. Blink Dagger out on the Jug. Legitimately, it takes two dire cores to add up to Jug right now.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah. Okay, this is a very random request. Does anyone who is currently watching own any of the Jackbox party packs? Because I was going to do that after this, but the guy who owns the packs just was like, actually, I'm going to sleep instead. So all I have is Quiplash. So if anybody out here has the Jackbox party packs and wants to be my lifeline, please let me know now. You have them all? Do you have like a couple of hours after this? Because that would be sick.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It is a Thursday night, so if you not gonna be up that long, that's cool.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, at the very least. Better than nothing, as they say. I'll send you an invite after the game.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Gold lead, nearly 20k. At 20 minutes, the gold lead was 10k. At 25 minutes, it's going to be... at 20 minutes, it's 10k. At 20 minutes, it's going to... 25 minutes, it's going to be 20k. That's a 10k net worth rise. 5 minutes.
Fallen to the radiant.
Jug takes Roche. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they could just go high ground and win right now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I wouldn't be surprised if they don't, but I would be surprised if they couldn't. Beastmaster... I think Beastmaster thought his Blink Dagger went on cooldown. Didn't realize that he actually had blinked until it's too late. It's kind of funny. Oh, how fun it shall be to watch Creep slowly walk up to all 3 lanes before these guys push up. Beastmaster takes the BKB.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Gets
attack.
stunned here. Drop a lot on him, but after the spin for the most part. Drums on the VS.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Okay, yeah, it's just over. They get the Aegis on Jug. That's all they get.
Radiant's top tower is Dire's bottom barracks.
Bottom racks. Goodbye. I'm gonna glyph out before the mid. But don't really save it. The creeps are already here in the base. My man Smoke on the Dire. They walk up to the Juggernaut. Do a little more than that. We're getting some buybacks here. The Omni Slash looks really not great. Beastmaster Defense got intercepted by the buyback with a gyro. Ultra kill on the ultra kill on the OD, but 3 people are still alive is always funny to see. And many buybacks made the problem worse. At 30 minutes, it's going to be a 30k net worth advantage, another 5k net worth gain in just 5 minutes. But Radiant the Dire lived to see at least one more fight. Axe has fallen in net worth below the VS, is dangerously close to falling, yet has fallen beneath the Tusk with the support money from that last kill.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Skywrath Mage, literally half the net worth of anybody on the Radiant. The former offlane does get a little ahead of themselves in their positioning there. It basically just goes in and dies for nothing. So there is that. Beastmaster desperately wants to get this Rex. If only there was something he could use to get chip damage on it. Instead, he will get chipped himself. Gets, Godlike Streak is over. It just gets called by Axe and, annihilated even with a save by the VS. Okay.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Another set of kills, another set of racks. Hey, the problem's getting exponential. It went from a 5k net worth. Oh wait, no, they lost actually a bunch of money in that last go. So they did not make 30k at 30 minutes. And Axe is back above the Radiant supports. That beyond godlike kill on the Beastmaster was very big. Given Axe's Blade Mail. Now looking at a pipe. For what? This team does like no magic damage except this thing that does 30 million magic damage. The only magic damage this team does at all is way too much for you to deal with. That is a crazy pipe. Jug looks slightly ahead? Yeah, a little bit. Skywrath down again. Skywrath worth... They have another word for this game. They call them 5 jug. Or 1/5 of a jug, rather. It takes 5 Skywrath mages to make a jug. Good save by OD there. Okay, wanted us to watch this part, so we'll watch it at regular speed. Good save by OD here. The Four Moon River is just going to take another spill. OD looking very low, and it's actually going to go down to supports. I'm going to take out Beastmaster. Cryptic is going to find reverse the flow here. Is going to go in on him. Going to get the job done. Is going to chase Gyro into spawn. Going to get kicked out. Well, that's sad. Gyro has bought back. Jug actually has got that kill on the Windrunner just through the Battle Fury. Once his Rampage gets it, Narratophobia very kindly swapping him out. Can we go home now? Like, surely they don't try to defend after that. Oh my god. Report this jug for smurfing? True.
Dire's Ancient is under attack.
You got an ad at the best part? I'm sorry.
Something for everybody.
You know what? Somebody... We'll watch this again, because why not? Too many ads. I need the... Well, they're literally... Okay. So, for the record, just to say it, I have literally the minimum ads possible that I get money for. Like, literally, I could not turn the ads to give me less ads, because if I did, Twitch wouldn't pay me. So there's that. I don't know if we're even on. I don't know if anyone can even hear me. I think everybody might be having ads right now. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, for the record, I have literally the minimal amount possible. Literally the minimal amount of ads I could. If I had less ads in this, I wouldn't get paid. So there's that. And also for the record, not to shill, but if you did give me 10 subs last year. I cannot do that, but for the record, if you do sub, you never see an ad. So long as you have that, and if you have Prime, you get one free. So apologies for that. Sorry for everybody. And we will be watching this again. So Cryptic finds a Skyrath Mage. Gets rid of him here. You can see this one's funny. Oh.
Innovative is now the number 7 member of Saiyan Tanks' militia.
True. Gyrocopter takes the first skill here. Windrunner barely survives, actually dies of the Battle Fury from the Jug, not from any direct damage. Jug wants the Rampage so bad, he goes into the fountain, gets the Rampage, gets swamped out by the very polite Narratophobia, who immediately dies for it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And then Moonriver is like, no, the game cannot end yet. I must grieve the casters.
Dire's middle
I know it's Megas. I know we're 30k down. I know we all just died and died back. But hear me out, says Moonriver. I did actually put Gyrocopter above the OD. So one of the Radiant Cores has been passed for the first time, I believe, in the entire game by a Dire Core.
Dire's ancient is under attack.
First the flow, takes the first spill here.
Dire's ancient is
Radiant just casually as possible. I mean, this is literally OD trying to 1v5 here, and he's like the jabroni on this team. Gyrocopter gets thrown right into Beastmaster's mouth and dies. Void Spirit quickly follows. Windrunner quickly follows. Axe is gone. It's finally over. We're going home. I really liked the Dire's draft this game. I think if you would deal with a lineup that looks like this, you would pick this stuff. But the execution factor on it just did not come together. I mean, I can tell you this much. You know, in the long run, the Axe versus Jug matchup is going to be fine for the Axe, even if he is kind of a shadow of what he used to be. But yeah, it's a hard lane still. That's kind of the weakness with Axe. I think most of his good long-term matchups, like, you know, the Drow, same deal. Like, he's going to do fine with that after lane phase, but in the lane phase, it sucks ass. You need to deal with that. And he didn't really deal with it. He didn't really, I knew things are going to go wrong there when he was building the chainmail of the boots instead of just getting the boots, for example. Like, that would have done him a lot of good. Just getting boots, getting like a windlace very early on would have done a lot of good. The support was not really a choice that helped you that much, in fairness. Like, the Windrunner, not a great lane matchup in a Jug. I mean, it's going to be hard for the Jug to kill the Windrunner, but it's going to be hard for the Windrunner to do anything to the Jug either, at least as a support. In hindsight, so long, no, I don't know. I feel like the Dire had a good draft both games. I feel like the bans weren't there. Letting the techies and the Pudge go unbanned in game 1 was crazy talk. I can't believe they did that. They did figure it out game 2 to get rid of that, but you know, respect banning the Undying was not good nor necessary. Even if you wanted to get rid of the Juggernaut here, just ban it and then counterpick whatever else picks instead. You know, I don't know. I mean, I'm talking about that, but I don't think that's really the operating point. I don't think that's really the issue here. I think it's the The coordination factor is very poor. Coordination factor on this team is not good. There's very clear communication issues. There's very clear lack of communication. And for a low MMR team, or for a team with low MMR players rather, because this is like an average MMR team overall, it's very important to have those comms be good. You got to really communicate. When things are going wrong, you got to say it. When you're thinking stuff, you really got to say it. You know, many situations of like, you know, one guy is clearly trying to do one thing, two guys are clearly trying to do another thing, two guys are clearly trying to do some third thing. Very common here. It does not feel like a team, it feels like 5 Dota players. And again, having a stand-in on one of your high MMR guys is a pain in the ass, and it probably contributes to that at least a little bit, but better coordination factor, I think this team can turn it around, but they gotta get on it. They gotta start talking. They gotta get on the same page, and if they don't, every game's gonna look like this. It's possible. It's fixable. You can do it, but you gotta work at it. If you're somebody you know, want to learn Dota 2 at a casual or more competitive level, go to ld2l.gg today to sign up. Too late to get into the season, not too late to get into the next season, not too late to get into the in-houses. I got places to be, so ld2l.gg. Head to the Discord server. That's where all the action's happening. Sorry about the ads again. You sub, you never get them again. Well, at least till your sub runs out, so you better renew it. We will see you this Sunday for some other game.